y'all are in here early. Y'all are in here already. Cool. Hey guys. What's up? Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to, we're in the pre-shadow right now of Mercury retrograde. So I don't know if you guys are feeling the effects yet of the pre-shadow Mercury retrograde. I don't know if I'm feeling it yet, but I guess we'll find out. So yeah, y'all, this is the early access live stream for Mercury retrograde. Everything you guys are going to need to know, or maybe what to expect, how you can prepare, some things you'll, know. And this is from, like I said in the description, good afternoon, Tia. From an astrology point of view and a tarot point of view. So on the floor, you can't see, but I pull cards for like all the signs. And then I have my iPad here as a guide to help me with the astrological stuff because I'm still kind of learning those things. Okay. So I'm going to give it like 10 more seconds to see if anybody comes in. It's because I want to try to start with everybody in here at the same time ish. So yeah, we got 7 people in here right now. But yeah, thank y'all for tuning in and joining me. And you can always look back on it afterwards. And I feel like I think it was Tia. It was a Tia that hi Dory from the Caribbean island. But somebody said they were gonna help me with timestamps, and I'm gonna need that after this video. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna start right now. All right, so we're going to go from Aries all the way to Pisces for where this Mercury retrograde is going to be impacting you, influencing you, affecting you, and what you need to know about that, okay, from an astrological perspective. So Mercury is going retrograde in Scorpio, and so you would have to look at your rising sign. This is going to apply mostly to rising. It can apply to sun too, but mostly rising sign. So hopefully you guys know your rising sign. If not, then, you can still apply it to your sun. But we're going to start with Aries. So it's like where Scorpio is in your houses. So with the Aries, okay, so if you're an Aries rising or an Aries sun, the Mercury retrograde is going to be hitting your 8th house, okay? And 8th house is all about transformation. It's about death and rebirth. So you guys might have a very intense Mercury retrograde, or because retrograde energies are kind of like slowing things down, you might not be feeling so it could go either way. So it could be that you are going to feel more intense, or you're just not going to be feeling as intense as you normally would, or maybe not having the same sexual drive as you normally would, or there's going to be some slowing down when it comes to your sexuality or your sexual nature and things in regards to that. Okay, it's also a good time to pay people back. Okay, if you're an Aries rising or an Aries sun during this retrograde, because the 8th house deals with debts and paying people back and other people's resources. And so you might find that people are paying you back, or you're going to have to pay other people back, but it's a good time to balance out those settlements if you're an Aries, okay, in the 8th house. So that's what it's dealing with there, or things might be slowing down in regards to intimacy. But from a tarot perspective for Aries, you have here you're gonna be seeing some things that aren't healthy for you. You got the poison card, toxic, unhealthy behaviors, people. And so that kind of goes with the 8th house energy as well. It can show you, it's like the darkness, because the 8th house is like the Scorpio house. So it's like the things within you that are just not good, or the things around you, the people around you who are just not good for you. So do expect certain things to be revealed to you in regards to your health. If with Aries and Venus, it could still apply, but mainly for this purpose, because I know like the rising sign would really hit, for the houses. I would say it's mostly going to apply if you're Aries sun or rising, not really Venus, because we're not thinking about Venus right now. But yeah, so also with the 8th house deals with your true essence, your true nature. And so you have the pretending card, fake living beyond means. It could really make you see things from a different perspective of where you haven't been quite honest with yourself about your needs, or where you've been pretending, or maybe living beyond your needs. Okay, and you could also have Aquarius placements. It could be a time for you where you want to reassess the way you want to break out of your shell or rebel in some way. Okay, but remember that Mercury retrograde is not the best time for actually doing major changes. Like, it's not the best time to like just go buy a house or just jump and buy a car or do something like very spectacular. It's a good time to plan for those things, but not to actually take action and do them, because um it's just not okay. It's not, because they say that it's just your judgment is not as clear, and it's just not a good time to be as impulsive when you have Mercury going retrograde. Okay, so that's what you can expect for Aries. Mostly things in regards to healing deep inner wounds, or slowing down in your drive or your sexual energy, and just reassessing things there with the darker aspects of yourself and the darker aspects of the people around you. So now moving on to Taurus. So Taurus, what this is going to be teaching you. So back to the astrological, it's going to be hitting your 7th house. Okay, so you can expect things to kind of slow down when it comes to your relationships. You're going to be really thinking about relationships a lot. This is business relationships, partnerships, family relationships, all types of relationships. This Mercury retrograde is going to have you really assessing the types of people that you have in your life, the closer relationships and the long-term relationships, because 7th house is about marriage and partnerships and all those things. So you're gonna be looking at, it's not, like I said, it's not the best time to actually make major changes. So like if you're married, it's not the best time to go and get a divorce, unless you really really have to. Or it's not the best time to solidify a new relationship right now, or get into a brand new relationship. And if you already did it, whatever. But I'm saying it's just not the best time. It's not ideal for those things. So but it's good time to look at the relationships you already have and reassess those, and which ones you can give more to or set back. All right, so that's from an astrological standpoint. That's what's going to be slowing down for you guys: relationship stuff, business stuff. You're looking at relationships from a new perspective. And with Mercury being in Scorpio, the energy is all about looking at things underneath the surface, deeper levels. So you're going to be looking at your relationships deeper than you were before. Okay, whatever that means for you. From a tarot perspective, you have here pop-up, spontaneous, unexpected, surprise visit, and wish, hope, praying, yearning. So if you guys have been hoping for some type of something, it could be like, maybe if you've been wanting to see somebody or hear from somebody, Taurus, you're likely to hear from this person during Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde does tend to bring things back to us. And so if this is something that you've been wishing for, you could get like an unexpected visit from somebody, or some type of event that surprises you, but it's like a wish fulfillment, okay, for many of you guys. All right, something that you've been hoping for is likely to pop up during this time, from October to November-ish. Okay, and so you have a Neptune card here: imagination, psychic, sacrifice, escapism. And so this Mercury retrograde could be influencing you in some way, especially if you have Pisces placements with your Taurus placements or whatever, or with your Taurus rising. It could be showing you more so where you've been putting people on a pedestal a lot, and where you've been just sacrificing too much, or maybe you need to see relationships from a more realistic point of view. Okay, so 7th house for you guys with the Scorpio retrograde is going to be all about your partnerships, all about your partnerships. So, you could be deciding who you want to keep in your life, who you want to go, and then after the retrograde is when you take action towards doing that. Okay, so next we have here, who's after? Gemini. Okay, so Gemini, 6th house. All right, the Mercury retrograde is going to be hitting your 6th house if you're a Gemini sun or a Gemini rising. So this is all about your health and your routines. So this is a good time for you guys to reassess whatever routines you have that you want to either break if you have some bad health problems, or health routines, or you're just not eating right, or you want to get in shape. It's a good time to start thinking and planning about how you're going to make adjustments there, or things are going to be slowing down for you health wise. So you really want to be careful about any health issues that might come up. You want to, pay attention to those and nip those in the bud. Or it's a good time for you guys to just think about health. All right, health, and your routines and wellness, and how you can be of service to other people in some way, because the sixth house is the Virgo house, known as the Virgo house, which is a house of service and practicality and helping others and routines, and can be about work too. Okay, so just be mindful of your health mostly during this time and any changes there. All right, from a tarot perspective, you have triggers and unconditional. Okay, love. So first, with the triggers card, you have name, car, place. So you could be feeling like this energy is bringing more triggers up for you in regards to memories that are coming back to surface. And that's kind of the energy that Mercury retrograde also brings, is memories, bringing things back into our conscious mind that we might have forgotten. So you could feel triggered by certain places or things or people during this time. But this is also going to be teaching you about unconditional love. Okay, we're on Gemini. You got certain genuine love. So it could be like you're finding love for yourself again, or for the people that are around you. But I mostly feel like this is in regards to yourself and learning how to love your body more, or take care of yourself better. But this is also a good time for unions for you, Gemini. You got the conjunction card. Union, allies, enhances, joins forces. So this Mercury retrograde on a intuitive level is going to be helping you with learning and understanding unconditional love, and how to, work better with other people. And I feel like I was explaining this to you guys in I don't remember what it was. I think I just did your, oh yeah, I did your reading yesterday and I was talking about this to you guys. But anyway, yeah, you're going to be working with other people. Hold on, y'all. I didn't see what they just said in the comments. Let me see. I lost it. When you have a chance, is having your Mercury in Scorpio significant during this Scorpio retrograde? Yeah, I'm going to talk about that when I actually get to the sign of Scorpio, how that's going to influence you. Yeah, okay. But yeah, so that's Gemini. Who we on? Cancer. All right, Cancer. Fifth house. Okay, fifth house. So your creativity. So Cancer placements during this time, you might find that your creativity feels like it's slowing down, or you're feeling a bit blocked when it comes to your inner child, and you might need to nurture that side of you more, because it might not be as easy for you to tap in. And this is a good time for you guys to work on some inner child issues, you and Leo, because Leo's is hitting the fourth house of family. But anyway, Cancer. So your intuition is going to feel more blocked, and maybe the way that you have fun, maybe you're not feeling like you're having as much fun as usual during this Scorpio Mercury energy. And so you might need to look deeper beneath the surface to see why you're having some creative blockages. Maybe what you need to do to open that up could be working with your solar plexus more. Your confidence levels need to, have some work done, or your sacral chakra, your sexual energy, something like that. So you're just gonna find that that's kind of slowing down, or you're feeling a little stuck with your creative energies. And so it's a good time to plan how you can break out of that box wherever you've been restricting yourself on a creative level. Okay. But yeah, inner child stuff is likely to come up as well heavily for you guys right now. And so you have here, for on an intuitive level, you have tragedy, forbidden love. Okay, so some of you guys, Cancer, do we need to have a talk again? Do we need to have a talk again? I was just saying this to you guys on the last live about the people that you guys allow back into your space. Cancer. Okay, so some of you guys do still have this energy of people coming back towards you, people that are not necessarily good for you, or, you know, a romantic situation that's like a chaotic thing that kind of is forbidden in some way, or, you know, it's not good for you, but, you know, it's there. You entertain it anyway. But yeah, so that's coming up for you guys still. You have TikTok, deadline, time running out. So during this Scorpio, the Mercury retrograde in Scorpio, you guys could start to feel more so like your time is running out. Or if you've been procrastinating in any way, this retrograde energy is going to help kind of put things into perspective about what you've been procrastinating on and how you can take your next steps. Okay. You also have the third house here. We didn't even get to the third house one, but the third house is important here as well on an intuitive level, even though the retrograde is hitting your fifth house of children and romance and things like that. But third house is information, siblings, and media. It's all about communication here. So maybe finding new ways to communicate with people, or thinking about new ways how you can communicate with people as well, to get more creative in your day-to-day life. Okay, but just, you know, this energy right here with this forbidden love, you could definitely be involved in something that you shouldn't be involved in during the Scorpio retrograde. Either this is somebody coming back to you from your past, or you're dealing with somebody who's just not good for you. Okay, or you're likely to meet somebody who is not the best for you as a test. Okay, Scorpio, well, Mercury retrogrades bring you tests. All right, it brings you tests to see where you're at and how much you've learned and how much you've grown, if you've grown at all, and where you find yourself in those same situations again. Okay, so we got Leo. Leo, is this Leo? Wait, no, that's not Leo. Yes, it is. Sorry, y'all. I got confused. Okay, so Leo, from an astrological perspective, you got fourth house, family, home life. All right. So for some of you guys, Leo, you might feel like you're not as connected to your family for some reason, whether it's just either you feel isolated by them, or maybe you're not talking to them as much, or some things in regards to your family life kind of shifts or changes. Some of you could be uprooting or going through a transition with home, or moving in some way. And so you kind of feel disconnected from your home. Or maybe you're in this process here where the Mercury retrograde energy is going to make you think more about your family. Okay, how they influence you, how they help you, how they don't help you, how they've affected you, you know, throughout your whole life. Or if you want to start your own family, the steps you want to take to get there. Okay, Leo, so that's the main thing, is you're thinking about your roots. Okay, you're reassessing your roots and where you came from. It's a good time for you guys to dig into that and see more about like your ancestry and how to reconnect with your home life, or what you need to feel safe, your root chakra. Okay, working on your root during this Mercury retrograde, just doing some digging about like who you are as a person, why you are the way you are, why you do the things you do, stuff like that. Okay, that's going to be great for you, Leo. Okay, so you guys had this happiness card the other day when I pulled for you. I don't remember what, oh, I think it was the fire signs reading. You had the happiness card from an intuitive perspective here, Leo. So this Mercury retrograde can help you tap back into your happiness, I feel like, and understanding what it is that truly makes you happy. Okay, it's a good time for that wholeness, overjoyed, smiling. Now, the thing is, you guys have retaliation, punish, payback, revenge. I don't know what's going on here, Leo. I don't know. Some of you might be in this energy because Scorpio energy can have that spite with it, especially if it's betrayed or crossed. And so for some of you, you might feel like you need to retaliate in some way over these next few weeks, over the next month or so, where maybe somebody wronged you and you're just like, I don't know, maybe it's been festering. Or this could be somebody else retaliating against you if you did anything wrong, okay? But you have Libra energy. I told y'all, Leo and Libra, y'all love each other. Harmonize, okay? So maybe needing to find a happy medium between the two, between, you know, being happy and overjoyed and wanting to kill somebody, okay? During this Scorpio Mercury retrograde. All right, so that's Leo right there for what you guys got going on. Now we got Virgo. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. All right. All right, so Virgo, you got the Mercury retrograde hitting your third house of communication and exchanges and ideas. All right, so you could find that things are slowing down when it comes to communication. And this is a really good time for you guys to reassess how you've been communicating with other people. All right, so finding new strategies and new ways to communicate effectively. So you're going to be seeing could be where you've been too biting in your communication, to something, you know, maybe just ways that you can be softer in your approach or come from a more compassionate place, anything like that, dealing with communication and how you approached it before. You're going to be reassessing it and figuring out how you can connect with people on a deeper level, okay, or how you can connect with people in a new way. And so it's a good time for you guys to think about those things, about everything dealing with your communication and how you can communicate better or more effectively or softer or nicer or whatever. Okay, that's what this retrograde is going to be teaching you guys. And from a intuitive standpoint, you have here, you guys are coming into some type of realization, awareness, finding out, coming to light. So this could be about your communication, maybe where you've been doing something with your communication that wasn't the best. Could be anything really, but you're going to have some type of realization about something over the course of these next few weeks or the next month, about your communication or just about yourself in general. And for many of you guys, this is going to be about things that just need to be thrown away. Okay, you got trash, Virgo, discarding, throwing out. So maybe you're just like realizing things that that don't serve you anymore, like literally things in your house. I've been doing that a lot, throwing out a lot of stuff that I don't need or giving it away. And so, yeah, you're throwing out what you don't need and you're having realizations at the same time over the course of these next weeks. And then you got seventh house showing up for you. Relationships, balance, and justice. Even though the retrograde is hitting your third, you also have the seventh house card on a intuitive level. So this is also going to bring some highlights to your relationships and where you need to restore balance. It could be like maybe you needing to restore balance in your relationships by having better communication. I know I do. Okay, whether this is like you not communicating enough or it's just the way that you say things, you're realizing things about that and about your relationships overall, about what needs to change for you. But mainly this is going to affect your communication. You could find out something, whether this is like through mistake or by accident through somebody's communication, or somebody, you know, tells you secret or something like that. All right, so just expect some changes in communication dynamics for you and understanding things on a deeper level. Okay, Virgo. Next, who do we have here? Who is it? Libra. All right, second house, money and resources and comfort and things of that nature. All right, so Libra, from an astrological standpoint, the Mercury retrograde is going to be hitting your second house. All right, so you might find that you have some things slowing down when it comes to your money, okay? Your money might, like, the thing is, Libra, in y'all's readings over the last few times on Patreon and on YouTube have been really, really good. But so you're going to be getting those offers coming in, and this is a good time to really sit with those offers and think about which one you want to take. But you should take one at some point after the retrograde, or after you do your reassessing and you're evaluating. Take some offer, because there's going to be offers presented to you. I've seen a lot of good things for Libra in y'all's reading. Okay, lots of different things coming in. And so even though it might seem like you're stuck when it comes to your money, how you make money, it's a good time for you to really nurture yourself. Okay, you got divine feminine here. Divine feminine is all about your intuition and your comfort, and, you know, being still, being patient, being receptive, and being open. All right, and so Taurus is also that energy. Both Libra and Taurus ruled by Venus. Second house is the Taurus house. And so really thinking about what brings you comfort and what makes you feel safe and what makes you feel good on all levels, all your senses being stimulated, okay? So looking at your divine feminine there. And so really taking some time to get deeper and reevaluate, okay, where can you find more comfort? How can you, you know, build an environment that makes you feel better about yourself? How can you make things more beautiful? Because Libra is about beauty, but so is Taurus, okay, but more on a material level, okay? And then you have family. family, blood ties, inner circle. So you might feel more compelled to lean on your family at this time, kind of like Leo. Told y'all. Kind of like Leo, because it was hitting their 4th house. But yeah, Libra. So you want to really nurture yourself and figure out how you can make yourself feel good. And then also like relying more on your family. And then you have air, okay, communication and futuristic. Okay, so maybe thinking about, sorry, it won't focus. Maybe thinking about how you can use your communication skills, because you guys have good communication skills usually. How you can use your communication skills to help you make money, and how you can network better or in new ways is a good time to be thinking about that. So things are slowing down in regards to your finances, your money, and how you know, find resources. Okay, so moving along to the most important, Scorpio. Ah, that's funny. That's funny. I didn't even look at these cards, but you got the Scorpio. You got the Mercury Retrograde, the Mercury Retrograde card in the Scorpio pile, which is the, yeah, y'all know what I'm trying to say. Okay, so Scorpio. So this retrograde is hitting your 1st house of self and physical body. So if you have your natal Scorpio, your Mercury in Scorpio, this could affect you more. But this is going to be a time where you're really thinking about yourself. Okay, things are slowing down in regards to yourself, so you might feel a little bit like a little disconnected from yourself, because it is, you know, hitting your 1st house. So you might really feel like you're not as sure of yourself as you normally would be, whether it's like your look, maybe you're just not sure about your look. And also with Mercury retrograde, it's not the best time to make major changes to your look. Like, you know, people do whatever they want, but it's not the best time to like cut off your hair or do some all types of crazy stuff. So, you know, because you might regret it after. But yes, so it's a time where you're thinking about yourself and you're reassessing yourself and wanting to, it's like you want to get deeper about yourself, you want to know more about yourself, but you're like hitting a wall. Okay, so it's like you're conflicted. We're on Scorpio right now. Yeah, you're conflicted about what you are or who you are or what you want to do. Okay, and so you might want to be thinking about also like changes you want to make to your physical body. So kind of like Aries had, like on a, you know, internal level, it's flipped. So Aries, it was hitting their 8th house, which is Scorpio house. For you guys, it's hitting your 1st house, which is Aries house. So you're thinking more about your physical body and how you can, you know, physically change in some way for many of you guys. Okay, or this is like a time where you just want to take a break from working on your physical body. So if you're like somebody that's very active or working out, maybe you just want to take a step back and like chill out a little bit more and, you know, give your body a break, spend more time resting and relaxing and just stuff like that. Okay, but this is gonna be a doozy. Okay, you got, on an intuitive level, we have roller coaster, highest high, adrenaline rush. So for many of you guys on that have your Scorpio or Scorpio rising, like I do, this could be a very like exciting time for you, because, you know, honestly, Scorpio energy, we do like the chaos. Okay, we do thrive on things being emotionally high, whether it's like, you know, anger or pain, whatever. It's just kind of how it is with Scorpio, because that's how we transform, that's how we find the truth in things, is through pain sometimes. Okay, take that message with a grain of salt, because that can go in a very weird direction. But yeah, so, and then you have the Mercury retrograde card, communication disruptions. So do expect disruptions. Okay, expect everything not to be so clear cut and dry when it comes to communication. You could experience people are lying to you, not being upfront. You might feel more compelled to do your own digging when it comes to people telling you things. Maybe you just don't believe them. And so know that like whatever you go looking for, you are likely to find. All right, so, you know, you've been warned. Okay, and also you have children, young childhood, playful. So maybe this is a time where you should also connect with your inner child. I see like a couple messages here for everybody about inner child and really nurturing yourself, or maybe getting around children will help you feel a little more lighthearted, because I feel like this is going to be a very heavy time for if you have Scorpio placements or your Mercury is in Scorpio. Okay, especially with you feeling misunderstood. I feel like you guys are going to be just feeling the most misunderstood out of all the signs. Okay, because Scorpio is a very complex energy. Okay, it's very, very deep. And so you might be feeling confused about yourself, and you feel like you don't understand other people, they don't understand you. But, you know, be around some children. Okay, children are more innocent. They're not, they're complex, but they're not as, you know, complex. They're more open and honest. And so if you need some honest energy, go be around some kids. All right, Scorpio. All right, so moving on to Sagittarii. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay. So, Sagittarius, the Mercury retrograde in Scorpio is hitting your 12th house of spirituality. Okay. And so, from an astrological standpoint, you guys are going to be more so tapping into your spiritual side. So you might be feeling like you want to kind of go into hermit mode or isolate yourself more, because the 12th house is the Piscean house. So it's a very spiritual house. It's a house of things that are hidden. Oh yeah, what I wanted to mention to you guys, like you guys had in the last reading I did on my Patreon, I think, one of the readings I did. Oh, I think it was for the Aries full moon, Sagittarius. Y'all had like some hidden enemies. And so I feel like the 12th house deals with hidden enemies as well. So some of you guys could have some enemies like coming back around, or some people that have beef with you, or some people that don't like you secretly, or, you know, fake people, fake friends. So you want to really, really be careful during this retrograde, because it's hitting that house of what's hidden, subconscious mind and stuff like that. And so some of those fears or those people can come up to the surface for you. So just be careful. All right. Just, you know, listen to people, what they say, how they act, the way they treat you. You know, you'll know. Look at people's eyes when you talk to them, especially when they have on a mask. It's easier to see their eyes. You'll see people's like true intentions there. Okay. But you'll feel more compelled to learn more about your spiritual side during this retrograde, most likely for many of you. From a intuitive standpoint, Sag, you have here 8th house. So we just were talking about the 8th house before, but the 8th house is the Scorpio house. Obsession, death, investments, intimacy, secrets. Okay. I see a lot of you guys dealing with some type of investments here, because you have the settlement card here over on my other deck. Agreement, compromise. So some of you guys are thinking about how you can get in some type of settlement or some type of commitment, long-term relationship. Something is brewing here for y'all. Something is brewing here when it comes to your relationships. I feel like maybe some of you guys are doing some searching about what you want to do when it comes to commitment. Maybe some of you are facing your commitment issues, commitment fears, or you're dealing with somebody here that you're not in a commitment with yet, but you're thinking about how you guys can come to an agreement or find some type of compromise here. All right. And so even though like you guys are dealing with the retrograde hitting your 12th house, you still have 8th house energy here, which is a little bit similar. Like they're both spiritual houses. One is Scorpio, one is Pisces, but one it goes, you know, deeper. The other one kind of expands this way. So a lot of spiritual undertones here. Do expect secrets to come out, whether this is secrets about your life or something about spirituality that you find out, or you know, like I said, hidden enemies, some type of secrets coming to the surface here. And also commitments. Okay, commitments of different kinds that you're going to be thinking about, whether this is relationship investments, what you need from a relationship, or other types of business offers or settlements, or, you know, exchanges that come up during this time. But don't, you know, solidify anything yet, Sagittarius. All right, just consider your options. All right, who we got next? Capriciocorn Capricorn. All right, Caps. So you guys have Mercury retrograde hitting your 11th house. All right, your house of friendships and social media and hopes and wishes and dreams. Okay, so You could find things here slowing down when it comes to your friendships, okay? Your immediate friend groups. Maybe you're not feeling as connected to the people that you normally would be connected to, or maybe you feel like they're being more secretive or hiding from you, or things like that, okay? Things in regards to your friendships or on social media. You guys are most likely the ones that are going to take a social media break, okay, over these next few weeks, or find like you need a break from your friends, or you need a break from the internet. Just needing a break. All right, many of you guys, you and Sagittarius are the main ones mostly probably going to take a social media hiatus, or just really just go into yourselves and be like, you know, F the world, basically, for a few weeks or a month or whatever. So yeah, that's what's happening there. Also, you guys are going to be doing some reevaluating on what you believed in, or what you believe in moving forward, Capricorn. So you know, you guys could have had some dreams last year, and this year they're completely different. And so just looking at your life right now, your integrity, and saying, okay, am I, you know, where I want to be? Am I doing the things I need to do to get there? And just thinking about what you believe in. You know, maybe you've been believing in things because other people want you to believe in. Like, it could be you're reevaluating your religion, or reevaluating, you know, your long-term goals, your vision for your future. All right, for Capricorn. So from a intuitive perspective, we have here denial, not facing the truth, irrational reasoning. So Capricorn, if you are in any denial when it comes to your friendships or your dreams, or something in regards to your relationships in general, you are going to be facing that denial. Okay, it could be, or it could be something like maybe you're feeling like you don't need people, or you know, you don't need your connections as much as you do. Some type of denial that you're in, or that you're facing here. Okay, you have the solar eclipse card, awakening, illuminating truths, and beginnings arise. All right, so for a lot of you guys, you're gonna be seeing the truth, all right, about things that you've been in denial of, or that you've been irrational about. You're going through like a mini awakening for many of you Capricorns. Okay, facing the truth about your friendships, or about your dreams. Okay, reevaluating your dreams, what you have faith in, what you don't have faith in anymore, and coming to terms with that, and accepting that that's just where you're at. All right, and then financial support, child, alimony, government. Some of you going through some type of financial situation, dealing with maybe trying to get some money, or dealing with a child, some type of child support, or something with the government. You guys could be facing as well, that you need to connect with other people about. Okay, so that is Capricorn for the retrograde. All right, so now you guys have Aquarius. Aquarii. Okay, so Mercury retrograde for Aquarius. It's hitting you guys' long-term career, okay? Which is the house of Capricorn. Long-term reputation, your career. Okay, so many of you guys are going to be in this place where you're reevaluating how you can expand yourself for the long term. Okay, how you're showing up in the world, your reputation, what you need to do to reinvent yourself, or you know, show people the real you in some way. Okay, because remember, we're dealing with the Scorpio energy. So getting deeper, okay, how you can, you know, because the 10th house can also be about fame, and how people see you, and how you put yourself out there, your platform. So a lot of you guys are going to be doing some digging in how you can show up bigger or different than before. All right, so not actually doing that yet, but really planning like how you're going to launch yourself, or launch your business, or put your face out there, or something like that. Okay, so and dealing with your money long term. So you might find that your social status could be slowing down. Like maybe you're not getting as much attention as you normally would for the things you're putting out, the content you're putting out. So it's a good time to figure out how you can connect to people on a deeper level through you know, social media, or you know, putting yourself out there in a different way, like I said. And your reading was kind of alluding to that as well. So I feel here for Aquarius, you guys have crickets, silence, non-action. So you might find that this time period for you guys is pretty quiet when it comes to your reputation and what you're trying to do. Or maybe you're also kind of ones that might take a little hiatus from being in the spotlight, because the 10th house can be kind of like where you thrive the most, your spotlight. And so Sag, Capricorn, and Aquarius so far, you guys are the most likely to be kind of MIA during the Scorpio Mercury retrograde. Yeah, but you might find that things are just more quiet for you, more quiet when it comes to people acknowledging you or, you know, seeing you. You got the second house influencing as well. Second house and 10th house both really deal with money. Second house, values, security, material world. So looking at your material world and seeing how it aligns with your long-term views and getting beneath the surface of that and how you can, you know, dive deeper into those goals. And then you in Capricorn with the kind of legal government stuff. You got legal court paperwork filed. So for some of you guys, you are considering taking legal action about something, maybe getting something copyrighted or um, signing some type of papers or something like that. Could be, you know, leaving your job, something like that, or applying for a new job, something where you got to file some paperwork for you, Aquarius, okay? But do expect it could be that you find that things slow down on the wider range of things, or people acknowledging you or noticing you for your talents and stuff, and you have to figure out how to appeal to a wider audience or start thinking more about long term, okay? All right, and last but not least, we have Pisces. Okay, Pisces. So Pisces, we have here the Mercury retrograde is hitting your 9th house. So the 9th house is all about travel and philosophy and education. So you might find that it's a good time for you guys to take a break. If you have been traveling, not really traveling too much during this Mercury retrograde, it's not a good time for traveling either, or you know, planning big trips, because sometimes things go wrong and things stop working and stuff like that. So, you know, just proceed with caution. Whatever you do, of course, you can do anything. You can do anything you want. All right. It's just, you know, precautions. So it's not the best time. You might find that you want to, you know, stay closer to home, Pisces, not really travel as much, not really branch off and go here and there and everywhere. And maybe slowing down with, you know, it's a good time for you guys to focus on inner wisdom and things that matter to you, your own philosophies, what you believe in, and things that, you know, are meaningful to you. Okay, this doesn't mean like going out and seeking just all types of truths around the whole wide world, but, you know, the ones that are true for you, because the 9th house is the house of Sagittarius, which is about traveling and understanding and finding the truth. So, but turning that inward, because what a retrograde energy is, it's the energy, it looks like it's moving backwards, but it's more so like inward. Like I have my Mercury retrograde in my chart. Like I was born during a Mercury retrograde. So it's just like a different way of communicating, or you internalize a lot when you have that. Okay, so all of these things that I mentioned in this video is more going to be internalized. Okay, you're thinking about it more, or from a different perspective. Okay, and then whatever you find in that period, you come to that conclusion, and then you know what to do with it next. All right, so anyway, back to Pisces. So Pisces, yeah, you're going to be thinking about that and looking deeper into truths and things that matter to you, and maybe a good time to start learning about something new, you know, something new that interests you, like becoming a student in some way. Okay, and I mentioned this to you guys the other day on my Patreon messages. But yeah, so you guys have synchronicities, signs, 1111, 222, 333. So you guys are likely to see more synchronicities during this period of time. Angels communicating with you guys. And angel numbers just mean so many things, but mostly they're just there to show you that you're still connected to the universe. Okay, that's what I say. Of course, there's different meanings for all. There's like a base meaning, and then there's like specific meanings for your own life, but really it's there to just remind you that you're here and you're alive, you're doing things, and you're connected to the divine. All right, and so 11th house, community, experience, future, and friendships. Okay, so it's a good time to connect deeper to other people in your immediate community, people around you, and find out what their truths are. You know, getting involved in other people's, you know, experiencing things from different perspectives is also a good thing. okay? But mostly finding your own truth for you is what's important. But, you know, of course, experiencing others adds on to that. So then you have threatened. This card actually tried to flip out before, and I put it back and it came out again. Threatened, embarrassed appearances. So from an intuitive perspective, Pisces, some of you guys might find that you're feeling embarrassed. I'm not quite sure why. It didn't give me much context or background for that. Some of you guys are going to be feeling a little embarrassed over this, the course of the next few weeks or month from this Mercury retrograde for some reason. I'm not sure why. Y'all let me know. What happened? What happens? Really, because it's not really here yet. But yeah, some of you guys are going to be feeling embarrassed or threatened in some way, or something that you believe in is threatened, maybe. What I heard. But so yeah, you guys, that's it. That's all that I have here for you for the Mercury retrograde energies. So I know that was a lot. Y'all gonna have to go back and watch that. I don't know if Tia's still here, but Tia is working on the timestamps for you. And yeah, if you guys don't have any other questions for me, I'll log off, hang up, whatever. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed that. I did my research. Oh, hold on, y'all. Oh, somebody else has the timestamps ready for me. That's awesome. After the video, you can just go ahead and put them down there and I'll pin it. I appreciate that. So yeah, y'all. Y'all have any questions about stuff, about the retrograde or whatever? I don't know if I have an answer, but I'll try to find one. Y'all are welcome. I hope this gave you some insight for what you can expect. Hopefully it won't be too crazy. I feel like above all, Scorpio probably will have the craziest energy or the craziest time. Scorpio rising or Mercury or Sun. This video is 50 minutes. All right, y'all. I will see you guys on YouTube tomorrow. Until next time on Patreon. I'm not sure what the next video I'm going to do on Patreon is. It might be that career. Should Virgos relax or work slightly less than normal? Yeah, I mean, well, for everybody with the retrograde, you do want to chill. You don't want to be doing too much. You want to, and Virgos just work too much anyway. So yeah, we all need to just sit down somewhere. Stop it. I'm talking to myself too, because I'm always working. But yeah, everybody should kind of take a chill pill right now. Take a chill out for the next month. Alright, so y'all don't have any more questions. So I will see you guys at the next reading tomorrow. I feel like I want to do Cancer. Y'all got to know beforehand. But yeah, you guys, love you. I'm at Bronx.